Hey there, TOC Town. This is Lady Nick, your social media red guide. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel for the second part in our series dedicated to heart health, where we celebrate small business owners. And from a personal perspective, a shout out to the women and men who have helped me along the way as a small business owner. I'm going to be doing a prompt from A to Z, giving you different ways not only to use your planner, but also when you're on retreat or when you have some downtime, you can take an insert and fill it up with different things that you want to establish personally as well as for your business. I've already covered A, B, and C, and today for this segment I'm going to cover D, E, and F. Now mind you, I'll link down below where I received the original list from, and also any other video blogs that you guys may be interested. Look in the list down below, because I'm going to be creating this as a playlist as well as linking it to other planners who have done podcasts with me and also who do paper planners. So it's a wonderful growing community now. So you're amongst people that know exactly how you feel when you get stuck and when you want to move through frustrating moments in your planner. We're here to help. So, all right. D, E, and F. So for D, they have decorating, donuts, and doctor visits. Okay, what I added on was decompress. A lot of times when you come through a successful event, let's go there, and it comes off, it's wonderful, everybody loves it, you did your invoicing, everybody paid up, you need time to come through that, before you start your next big adventure. So if you think about it, when scuba divers, go down into deeper depths, when they come back, each level they have to decompress on. Because if you go too fast, you can actually, kill yourself. So I'm not a diver, but if I was adventurous enough, if I was bold enough, I would. But that's one fact that I do know. So even when I go down deep, especially on planning big projects that take, from 1 to 2, maybe 3 months, then for the next month or so, I'm at least decompressing before I get ready for my next one. Back to my point. Okay, decompress. Decorating. I'm not a designer, but when I've gone to stores, I've made the mistake of not having the measurements with me or the idea of what I wanted to create with me. So now that I'm doing the new studio on the north side of Chicago, I'm making sure not only to write down the ideas of what I have, but I'm also packing some of the things that I'm going to be using in the studio, which I'm going to be having a tour available for you, updated hopefully within the next few weeks or so. So if you want to see it, remind me in the comments down below. It says donuts, but I'm thinking like car donuts, that you have one on your car. You want to make sure it's packed in the usually in the sedan, it's in the lower half, or in the back, it's in a SUV, is in the back. So I didn't know what to say for that. And of course, doctor visits, you always want to have questions ready of what you need to ask. Certain appointments that you need, even when you're taking care of other people, it's not just yourself all the time. Then you want to have their information available when you go to the doctor. So you take a drink. Okay, moving on to E. You have exercise, education, equipment information. So what I added on to that was equipment information, was lawnmower, snowblower, etc. Because when you're doing property maintenance, you want to make sure you know where stuff is and that you still have stuff. Because especially now, don't hate me, winter lovers, but I'm loving the fact that in Chicago we don't have snow right now, but we do have people come out in the summer, and we do have lawnmowers that we need to keep track of if they're broken. They need to be fixed, they need to be checked, all of that. Especially my garden friends, they know what it means to have equipment needing to be checked and parts needing to be ordered and, you know, fixed. So I'm really not into gardening. I love the flowers, but I'm not into gardening. Okay, so exercise, I'm just getting into that now. You know, I don't really track my exercise. Mentally, I know when I've exercised and when I haven't. So, and I don't track anybody else's exercise but my own. So, education. I think where I would use that, not only in taking notes, but also in your progression. What's your end goal? You need to answer your why. You know, a lot of times when you have downtime and when you're decompressing, you get to answer why you want to do certain things and why you may not want to do certain things. Things change seasonally. You know, I was just thinking before I did this video blog, I'm so glad I did certain things when I was younger, because now, not only because of health issues, but the time that it takes to, you know, get through a certain season. Like, I wouldn't do my bachelor's over again. Like, I wouldn't do a second bachelor's. I wouldn't do certain businesses I wouldn't go into anymore. You know, so thankfully, you know, my life has afforded me a luxury where I can do video blogs, you know, because I've spent the time doing speech and classes and things like that. So, and I've done, you know, hosting and talk shows and, you know, on a basic level. But, you know, when I did those things, you know, I learned so many things that I would and would not do. Okay, so education is something that is important to track, especially if you're talking about going to get a new license or if you're studying for the bar exam. Hello. And the final thing we're going to cover for today is the letter F, which I put in finances, but they had listed already faith, favorite website, list for each clothing, toys, shoes. Oh, okay. Because a lot of this was done by a mom. So, of course, you're going to keep track of what the children's sizes are. But for me, when I was thinking on the business level, you know, personally, I am destashing more of my clothes. I'm thinking about doing a 20-item wardrobe capsule, which I've already started. I'll link it down below for my retreat channel. But one thing I do know is that as I'm not only losing weight but becoming more physically fit, I'm not going to grow any taller, thankfully. I love my short self, you know, but certain things do change within your body structure, so that you have to align the kind of clothing that you wear with it. You know, because I love the fact that not only watching like seamstresses, how they do their stuff, like Sew to Fit is one of them. She does an excellent job of just taking patterns that were not fit for my body size. They never do. But she resizes them, you know, to make sure that they fit your body well. So, especially in business and even in your personal downtime, you want to look well. So, okay, so that's it for my second segment of D, E, and F. Next time I'm going to cover G, H, and I. So I look forward to blogging about this. If this has been helpful to you, let me know in the comment section down below. If you thought of different words that you could probably use, we're all in the planner community where we share different ideas, tips, and tools that we use in our planners in order to help us all benefit. So I'm Lady Nick, your social media red guy for TOC Town, signing off for today. Take care.